talaga pwede ko mabati dito yung execution of the likes of team.
Parang sobrang hype na hype.
Parang hindi counted yung game 1 eh, no?
Pero men, if the game allows it, MPL allows it, di ba? Yun na yun. And again, I like the utilization of the eyeball on lang sa cannon minion. Hindi sa tower, pero sa minion. We've seen the arrival plays na ginagamit pang response, but this time Aura, they just want to negate the push. And si Hate dito, level 7 yung kalaban niya ngayon, level 9. Ganun na-delay si Hate. Kanina pa hinahanap yung opportunity to pick off. Kasi they want to be aggressive. They want to, ayan mo,
that's very punishing. Ganun lang talaga. Not just on the link, but on compositions where link is concluded. Ang maganda dito sa Gitnu, no? Naka-blade armor na siya. So, hindi basta-basta din kakalmot dito. If you are KLVJ and even if you are a Flesha Kiluwash.
Oo, medyo mahihirapan sila. Kasi ako nag-agree ako sa Shin na kapag dumating sa 5-on-5 team fight, I think mas better yung lineup ng execration. Ang dami nilang control, kailangan nila mabigyan ng space. Etong si kaibigang Hate. Meanwhile, eto Max.
Pero mga single pick-ups, medyo nakakakuha ng lamang yung execution. Like for Benny, hindi nakakakuha siya ng siga. But there is eto Max ka, nadali rin naman ng Aura PH. Medyo lumalayo na tayo ngayon sa 5v5 team fight. So more on talagang, alam mo yun, sakalan ng magkakitaan. Itong dalawang teams natin, whether it's 2v2, whether it's 3v1 or 1v1 even.
Iniisa-isa no? Iniisa-isa ang Aura PH ang execration na napoforce ang execration mag-response to the point na may naiiwan na rin na lane, and with the arrivals nga na meron ng Aura, pwede sila mag-DPTP lang. So ngayon, nandun tayo sa third turtle. Shinbu, agresibo pa rin ang Aura, wala pa nagkakabasagan sa mid, pero look at the Goldie, 2K pa din in their favor. Men, hindi ko na alam Aura, I'm giving us something new. This is just a surprise.
Patayin natin big break up ng laban dito. Kiluwas sa may pinakagitna. Pinipigilan ni Chakno dito. Habang pinapadala niya ang kanyang aso, pero Kiluwas pinakadala ng Inferno para makasustain. Tumahan naman ang Avatar of Guardian sa may pinakagitna. And that's it sa Gitnu. So kanya malarap damage siya pag tumatrabaho pa rin si Hate. Maybe can respond. Maybe after dyan, makuha niya yung kanyang purple buff. Pero tapos na rin ang laban. And everyone would walk away with only JP as the casualty.
Yes, JP going down, execration, eventually, slowly but surely, they want to get the kills and pick-offs. Ngayon pa lang nagkaroon ng endless battle si Hate. Look at the gold right now ng mga side lanes. Kuya Shinbu, 5,700 para kay Kiluwash, Hate 4,500. Mas mayaman pa ngayon si Benny Cutie. Ganon ka nag-related.
Benny Cutie was able to get consistent pick-offs solo. Actually, one of my favorite players from Execration is Benny Cutie. He's really stellar. He made his debut back in season 5 on that show.
Yes, same din ako. Isa sa mga X-Factors ng side ng Execration. Actually, the Execration is known to have the chemistry as well kapag grind time na, and mukhang gagawin nga nila dito to. Raplesha Polado, pero men, parang hindi pinipilit ng Aura yung laban, no? Parang ang nangyayari is Execration is the one coming in, and then nagre-react yung Aura to the point na na-outplay nila yung Exe, napipitas nila yung Exe.
That worked the lead by not be that clear. Pero siguro dahil nakabantay talaga yung Execration onto JP, kasi fundamentally, si JP pa rin naman talaga yung malaking source ng damage dito na pwede ibugaan ng Aura.
Yes. And hindi ganun kayaman si JP. If I'm not mistaken, nasa 3K lang yung pera niya kanina. At ayun na nga yung sinasabi mo. X factor, Benny Cutie, getting the way of the dragon, getting the BOD, and getting the endless battle right now. So Exe, ini-stall lang nila yung laban, Shinbu. Magkakadami sila later on. Yes.
So mention Benny Cutie has a very consistent KDA here, 204. You know, so hindi biro yung pwede bato ni Benny Cutie dito. I cannot but feel that he can take on anyone in 1v1 pa. And maybe under the dirt na ginawa, dito sila Hate, don't for Chaknu. Ang inadive ay dalawa mismo mula sa Aura PH. Ang dali na hinahamig dito mula sa Execration, mga kaibigan. Parang ramdam ang isang alta presyon sa makapal na batok. Habang lumapit dito sa Edomax, he will be destroyed kaagad. And now, there's the member of Aura PH Kiluwas. Time for sa Gitnu counter at Inferno. Actually, explain na nga After na lang yung lilikuran niya with slaughterous sights, and JP ang bubura dun sa nakatakas.
Ang rival. Eto, Shinab, kaya ako lost for words. I'm not really sure kung double arrival yon. Kasi, hindi nakikita yung patong ng arrival kapag sa isang unit ginamit. Oo. So may nag-a-arrival kanina sa bottom. Let's look at the Gillette instant replay. Nandito si Ayun. Tumobol arrival nga.
Arrival. Biglang naging dalawa no?
Si Grid at saka si Kiluwash biglang naging dalawa.
So, ganun yung playstyle ng Aura. Divide and conquer na lang. Hindi talaga yung parang obvious yung engagement nila. They fully utilize the arrival just to respond on any aggression ng exec.
Ang exec. In-expect kasi nila na we all know that Exe, they want gamol plays. They want suntukan plays just like this. And sabi ng Aura, ayaw namin. We have the defense. But again, hindi pa tapos ang laban. Masyadong slow pace ang laban for Exe to handle. No? Parang hindi sila sanay na ganito ka-slow yung nangyayari. But then again, kapag umabot tayo sa scaling in the late game, I am sure enough na ang taas ng damage output ng Exe. Ang nangyayari lang na outwit sila ng Aura eh.
It's heavy here. Avatar of Guardian ginamit na dyan. Tapos ang isa pang binagsak. Karamihan ng espada mula dito sa lane ni Hikna. Ngayon dito makikita natin si JP. Hinabol ng aso. Takbo mga kaibigan. Pero wala na siyang makakabutang lupa. Grid here na sumagot at sumagupa. Last Insanity will be used defensively. And that's the fire missiles to be used. Naging gate kagad bigla yung Selena. Habol kay Chakno. Hindi makakadikit dito. As Kiluwas is also handed on to him. 3-4-2. Beautiful fight coming from these two teams sa to lang man, Jimmy.
I really thought that Execration won that fight na, pero man, I think they overextended kasi they underestimated the capability of Kiluwash. Mataas na rin yung damage ni Kiluwash. Execration, they've been winning fights after fights, pero unti-unti nakabawi yung Aura, and I think kailangan din nilang i-negate yun. Parang ang nangyayari kasi yung gigil sila makakill eh. No? Sina Kuya Chakno, parang pwede pa, ganun yung mangyayari to the point na pwede silang ma-outplay. I think, para sa excess, stall sila, pitas ng isa, and then easy out, just like this.
Yeah.
Yan, natuto na sila. Wag na mag-overextend, pwede pa natin mabaliktad tong laban na to.
Yes. Yes, actually, ito na yung execution na hindi basta sugod din eh. That's what makes them really good na. Kasi alam mo yun, hindi na sila yung talagang umaasa lang sa action at galaw. And maybe, dahil sabi mo nga, nagre-reform execution ng someone na marunong huminga, maybe they will be the one who will take a breather and maybe answer properly against Aura. Hurra! Si Kiluwas.
There you go, nag-audition at may TP na nga!
Wow! Yun yung combo ni Insection.
Insection eh!
Yun yung kulang yung combo. Ito yung mga players. Kulang po yung pinipindot. Kung naglalaro to ng mga PC games, nagtatab to, pero hindi tinitingnan yung scoreboard.
Nakailang TP eh, nakasampu ata ng TP muna bago nag-Way of the Dragon pabalik.
Sana may damage yun eh, pero
highlight is real. Execration now winning this one from a slow-paced game. Aura PH. Naisa-isa sila sa bawat mukhang wala na silang nade-defensahan. Shin
Game 3, give us Game 3, bro!
Give us Game 3, Execration. Sabi nila, hindi nyo naman kami pwede pa yung defense ng batain eh. Aura eh. Oo eh.
Quick nyo lang kami. Quick dalisay.
Pinagdalisay nyo lang kami.
Dalisay nyo lang kami kanina ng digi.
Sabi nyo, kung kwek-kwek kayo, sa amin yung malaking, yung Penoy. Ganito, man, Execration, 3 crucial pick-offs from the top, mid, and bottom side. And with that, nakuha sila ng space and na-realize na nila na wag na tayo manggigil. After the pick-off, stay in lane and then push out. Taas yung control lane.
Benecute is really good on the show here. With the mid-range, he can kick anyone and it will be a very massive pick-up. Someone will suffer big damage kasi lahat melee eh. Diba?
So, ibang klase. Oh my glove. 19 to 13. Sabi dito ng Execration, it's time for us to take the Lord. Ayun na nga, isa-isang pumipitas ang Exe. Shin, mukhang mangyayari na wini-wish natin na game number 3. Aura PH bigla silang nag-collapse after those 3 crucial pick-offs and nawawalan na sila ng damage output.
Yeah, there's a lot of crits for that monster kill already spin here by Benecuting at di lang damage output na nawawala. Kahit yung mismong membro talaga. 4 na membro na binura, double kill pa, nakuha sa paa dito ni Benecuting. Hindi pala 4, 5 with the 5 out secured here. And look at Chakming here with the set here for the top lane inhibitor carrier that will destroy that one along with the bottom lane na parating na rin. Si Hate. And I think the timers are too long. I think this is the game.
It's too long. It's the game. Ladies and gentlemen, we got what we wished. We are now moving to the best of one for later. Execration taking the victory against AURO PH. Nasarap lang.
Game number 1.
Nasarap lang talaga.
Pag sira ako yung game number 1.
Nasarap lang talaga.
Nagkaroon na ito yung ina-expect nating i-shout kasi I mean, alam mo yan. Panira ng hype si Revelation talaga.
Revelation talaga eh. So much for the hype. Peso po naman pala. Peso. Pero, yun.
Commendable performance kay Benedict. Like,
Benedict yun din.
if you're an exclamation fan, yeah, you like Chat Blue, of course you know Zap Blue. You know what, Max then, pero you may want to put your hopes on Benedict.
Yes. Man, with the Joe, discipline. Actually, Execration was, they're trying to really play the Execration way. Yung gera, after gera, pero they realize na kapag adapt sila na pag lalo tayo naghabol, lalo tayo madadali, and ganoon yung nangyayari to the point na sabi nila, tama na. Okay, relax, farm lang, late game, we got this, let's go to game 3. And hindi na nagmamatter game 1, game 2 right now. Dumudugo ang kampiyon. At dumudugo na ang AURO PH.
Yeah. Alright, let's see the insights coming in from our resident analyst, Wolves.
To be great? Now you can with the new Smart Giga Games 99. Get 1 gig data all day, every day for mobile legends and more. Game to be great with Smart Giga Games 99.
When uncertainty is our reality, love with the things that matter. Gigafy happiness. Gigafy love. Gigafy friendship. Gigafy dreams. Gigafy hope. With smart Giga music, video, games, work, and stories, we let our passions run free in the new world we face together. Smart, live Giga.
Buti na lang mabilis mag-move on ang Execration. Well, that's what we witnessed in game number 2 of their match versus AURO PH. After a very interesting game number 1, which I'm sure ay nababaliw pa rin kayo. Madami pa rin kayong tanong. Maybe later we will explain that from AURO PH. But in game number 2 specifically, Execration did all of the adjustments that they needed. Welcome back to the MPL. My name is Wolf and I'm here to explain game number 2, breaking it down bit by bit. Alright. Honestly, a very good draw from AURO PH. Nagulat nga rin ako. I thought that this will be an automatic win for AURO PH because I know that they play this Thams and this Masha as an invade versus the Ling. So, my mind tells me magandang pag-invade ang AURO with the Thams and the Masha. Pero, usually, ginagawa yun individually, hindi together. AURO PH, they actually control the early stage of the game by invading AURO. You know what? If you were watching closely, the first two rounds of buffs, including orange and purple, apat napunta sa AURO PH because they invaded. And that's the great idea versus the Ling. In fact, they were already winning when it comes to the tempo. Pero ano ba nangyari? Why did AURO PH eventually lose this match? So a couple of factors, obviously. It's not enough for you to just take away the buffs from the Ling if hindi mo siya paninindigan until the end. At the third round of buffs, Hate was already able to get the double buff, the orange and the purple, or at least yung nila kay Hate. Tapos, in that specific moment, doon na sila lumaban against AURO. And you can see some of the problems that you can attribute to AURO PH's lineup. Una, yung team fight nila hindi ganun kalakas when it comes to comparing it as to the lineup of Execration, I mean. As you can see now, 2 minutes in, yung buffs always invaded by AURO PH. That's good. However, when the fights do happen, nung application na, dun sila medyo nalulugi. In fact, the AOE damage, the stuns from Selena as well, the AOE from stuns from Benecutie. Tapos pag kinombo mo yung mga stuns na yun, man, 4 control heroes for the link. That's the perfect idea if you want to kill the members of Aura PH. And that's exactly what they did. Paisa ng paisa ng paisa. Piso, paisa ng paisa ng paisa. Tapos tinry ni Reflesh mag-deal ng damage. And that's good. Actually, maganda yung the pick dito overall. But unfortunately, the gimmick of Aura PH of always invading against Execration ay nalaman na Execration na nila gagawin during the mid game. So now, Aura PH with whatever need that they were able to amass in their stages, medyo nawala when the team fights did happen like this. Imagine mo, why is Execration surviving all of these team fights when they are under farm? Hindi naman din ganun kalupit yung outplay na ginagawa nila sa Aura PH. In fact, Aura PH is also winning when it comes to outplays. But 30 minutes onwards, nung nagkaroon na ng items sa mga Execration, dito na natin nakita yung natural strength nung kanilang teamfight prowess over Aura PH. A lot of heroes from Aura PH are dependent on physical attacks. Kacha rises because of that. A lot of heroes from Aura PH will struggle if picked apart. Kung one by one sila, hindi sila man sa Execration. That's why you have the Selena, that's why you have the Joe, as well as the pushing capabilities of Chaku's Popol and Koopa. And then in the end, you have Hate. Talagang tiniis lang niya. His pogi technique, basically. Wala kay Hate. Hindi ganun kaganda yung simula para sa kanya, but eventually, nung oras na niya, nung nakapag-farm na siya, doon na siya lumaban. The full team rallied behind it. Complete, moving on, coming out from Execration. Benecutie, the Cho, given the hero that will actually win in the side lanes. Kaya nga naman nasabi natin na talagang nag-move on ng Execration dahil yun yung una nilang inayos in this specific game. Their side lanes are actually in a very good contention, I'd say, laban sa Aura PH, unlike nung game number 1. And this time, 8. Alam niya kung kailan siya pwedeng lumaban, kung kailan hindi. And that really started from the 3rd round of buffs, which is interesting dahil inalam ng Execration kung kailan sila malakas at kung kailan mahina yung Aura PH. As good as the start is for Aura PH. And all the gods of Infinite, even from MPL Season 5. And I can make a lot of videos about it. But one thing's for sure, when yung may weakness lahat ng klase ng composition, and it's up to you on how to find that out. In game number 2, Execration was able to completely read the lineup of Aura PH. It wasn't clean. The execution nila hindi ganun kaswabe. But when it mattered the most, you saw how Execration executed Aura PH. Now we are going to be heading to game 3. Babalik ba ang Aura PH to the usual business nila na they're going to go for invades, but yung defense sila sa solidify rin nila. Will we see that happen in game number 3? Or will Execration, or have Execration been broken and decoded Aura PH? That's what we have to find out. Game 3 of this featured match, mga kaibigan, back to the games.
Thank you for the beautiful insights, Wolf. Finally, we have a game 3. Manji, relax na. Okay na yun. We have a game 3. This is the main event of the night. 1-1 Execration versus Aura. And just wait, we think it is a hype match. You know, between two teams, between the champion team, uncrowned versus uncrowned. May sumulpot na digi sa gitna. But maybe we can get back na talaga doon sa uncrowned versus crowned tactics natin. I would agree on Wolf. You know, there are so many factors that would really allow you to get back into the game. May facing kasi talaga yung game, no? Even if you are able to deny buffs, especially against the league.
Yeah.
Nagtaka for your side lanes pa rin, di ba? Especially for the other heroes then within your pool. Within your team.
It's a matter of Execration knowing the science of their lineup. They know mataas pa din ang scaling nila. Kailangan lang nila tiisin yung ginagawang ng Frappy. They both agreed as well in the lineup na Execration, they got what they wanted. They got the early game damage. They have more crowd controls and vision. So parang lahat ng aspeto lamang sila eh. Talagang pinili ng Aura PH yan na labanan in terms of in-game. And I just want to apologize to everyone kasi legit napagod kami ni Shinbu game. Hanggang ngayon, parang yung Series 1, yung Series 2, okay lang yun. Okay lang yun. Yung Game 1,
Kung ano yun, tol, kung
hanggang
on-site.
ngayon, good eh. Oo
Kung
eh.
on-site event yun, tapos MPL playoffs yung ginawa. Ewan.
Hanggang
Wasak
ngayon. Hanggang
Wasak
ngayon.
yung venue talaga nun.
Pagod.
Well, MPL is beautiful. MPL PH is beautiful. That one cannot be denied. Still naman at the league is carried on by the members ng EXECRATION. PNK them, despite getting the win, having PNK be on Chakno, that opens up Gasolina to be available para kay Creed. Yeah, meron din tayo Rinus ba? Pwede kay Aura, pero ang daming binubuksan ng EXECRATION dito. We might have a usage in open. We have a Yuzong to be open. Ang dami. Tingnan natin second one. Yuzong. Also, we have YSS, we have Selena, we have Kufra available.
Kufra, Selena, YSS.
Si Atlas.
Favorite ng Exit to. Favorite nila ang Atlas opening. Confident sila dito sa capability ni Chuck. Mag-Atlas. Open ang league na for our PH.
Pero ano na we are done with the meta na first priority yung league. Kasi pwede ka rin maganda pwede ka rin kasing mag-usage. My question is how si JP actually on the YSS, no?
You should cheat.
Ayun na.
Pinili niya na. I think mas trip niya pa rin ng Ling. Parang kalamay niya pa rin ng Ling. YSS really has this mechanic na you need to go in, out, and you need a little bit of mobility. You can use that with the traceless, pero it's okay. Kasi again, JP is known to pull off those kinds of plays. Okay, this time, mataas yung vision control ng Aura PH. Every time na may mountain chakra, I really think that the Link counters team strats na aggressive. Kasi malalaman mo, EXECRATION is one of the teams na mahilig magtago sa bushes and mahilig mag-abuse nung, okay, hindi mo kami kita, o psychoing ka namin, gano'n, sugurin ka namin. And with the help of the mountain chakra, still, mas magiging safe ngayon ang Aura. They went for another export pick, probably to negate the side lanes. Sabi ko sa ni Wolf na this is EXECRATION at their finest in terms of side lanes. And kitang-kita yun. Kailangan mag-step up dito ng Aura PH sa kanilang side game. KLBJ and Kiluwash. I think mas gamay ng EXECRATION ang control ngayon sa side lanes kasi ang Aura parang lagi silang sumusuporta sa kalaban. It is given na kapag may team fights, TP doon pag may TP.
Yes.
Doon pag may entry.
Well, medyo specialized yung nila nung game number 2 because it's really arrival mo. Ang curious ako ngayon, I feel like hindi pa talaga natin na-witness yung strand ng Atlas. Kasi may pagka wala sa hulog yung game number 1. So, feeling ko, depende sa pick ng Aura PH dito, if they don't account properly their melee heroes, they might be punished there by the Atlas because there's no direct counter for now, so far, against the Atlas.
Yeah. You need someone to push the Atlas away to knock him back. Use a flame shot. And mukhang kinuha yun ng Exe.
Yeah.
Diba? With the Searing Torrent na meron ngayon, ang Exe, sila ang counter dito sa gustong pumasok ng Aura PH. Mind you, malambot sila. That's why bibili sila ng tangke. Oh!
Ayan, lakas ng pop ng Exe ka.
This is dangerous. I like it.
And Aura already revealed their
side lane.
carry. Actually, may isang side lane pa yatang available. Pwede kasing i-support tong expert eh.
Oo nga eh. Selena na ni Grip. You need...
Kufra, siguro.
This is a Raplesia hero. Kasi KLBJ is going to be the export.
Export.
Unless KLBJ will switch. Pwede kasing mag-Raplesia export. Oh! Louis Raplesia.
Alright.
Raplesia. Against... Okay, wait. Let's look at the side lanes. Masha and Balmond sa Exe. Tams export para sa Aura PH. Oh! Yung
Hira ng lineup pa.
Hira pa. Parang...
I would say...
ng Harit tsaka Balmond eh.
Yes, not to mention, kung sa harapan, okay yung format stack dito ng EXECRATION. Pero, pwede mo kasing laruin talaga yung comp ng Aura na hiwa-hiwalay. Like, YSS would have an impact even if he doesn't join the game. Now, he can easily just cast the mounting shocker. Although, meanwhile naman siya, he's part of the 1-3-1. he's part of the 3 in the 1v1.
But one thing to take note, kapag to counter the Asian Shin, kailangan mo ng hero na pumapasok, and that is the Harit.
Yeah, they got it. Yeah.
Oo, meron sila.
This is
Plus,
execution we're talking about.
oo.
You know, man. You know, I can. If it based on that game too, you know, I think I can vote for execution.
Ako
I
din.
think I'm voting execution on this. Ano.
Parang ang ganda ng adjustment ng Harit Balmond para sa
Yeah.
execution. It seems like execution, basa nila yung line-up. Parang ini-expect nila yung Tams,
Yeah.
ini-expect nila yung export
Yeah.
sa AURO PH.
All, they are a team that was able to get a win despite having Aura na nakakuha ng 4 buff sa kanila.
Yes.
What if Execration is able to answer yung early buff control lagi na ginagawa ng Aura,
Vision
di ba?
Yeah.
Di ba? Nakabawi pa sila no game number 2 eh.
Yeah.
Ay, alam mo yun, they have the mindset for it. Hindi sila nagpaya basta sa Aura. Now, this one, maybe they can do something. Maybe they can do it cleaner and have a better early game. Although, watch out lang for Felicia. Always explosive, always unique, always kakaiba yung approach. And he's holding on to a Luyi. We might be expecting a massive diversion mula dito sa
Ang taas na magic damage dito actually ng AURO PH against Execration. Execration has all the capabilities to counterplay with the disarm mechanic on Benny Cutie, with the Searing Torrent, and with the Fatal Links. So ngayon, it seems like Execration, they are now negating the orange buff. They yung makakuha si Benny Cutie. Oh, inabangan, question mo.
Yeah, Benny Cutie here, no? Yun lang. At least nabantayan pa rin yung rotation talaga na ginawa niya. But may palit. Ramplisha, naging 200 bigla. And the max to go for the clear out. At tinamaan ng Abyssal Arrow, ay ng Abyssal Trap dito ay si Chakno. Sumali na rin kaagad si Killua sa may mismong bakbakan. Aura here is a team na willing kaagad mag 5 stack no after
Healing agad dito.
sa 4-1 eh. Ang naiwan lang kaagad si Sagito dun sa may bandang baba.
Ayaw nila magbibigay ng kahit anong opportunity para sa Exe. Ginawa na ni Chakno yung best niya para iligtas si Benny Cutie on that pagharang sa kanyang arrow. Look at this, ang ganda ng abang ni JP and the Green dito. JP having the purple buff, Raplesha dying here. Yun, si Etomax pala to. Etomax,
Yeah.
did you take her out? Look at Chakno.
Killua shit eh.
Tarangan natin, pero yun, execute from Killua shit. There you go.
Pinahawak na lang din ng execute. Alam mo ang logic sa pagkahawak ng execute kung sino lang na-apply no?
Oo nga rekta eh.
Para recta eh. Kasi may didikit mo talaga yung execute mo eh. Kaya, let's see here. Chakno with the position. Pero, ayan, still too early. Accounting for the buff toll, okay naman yung buff distribution. Meron bang na ano?
Parang,
na,
actually,
kailangan
nawalan lang ng orange buff dito ang AURO PH. Good job para dito kay paring Benny Cutie. But it seems na ang Execration, they're forcing it in the top side. They need to be careful. Kailangan kasama nila si Hit ngayon. Kasi kapag hindi kasama si Hit, kukulangin yung damage output nila to deal with the mobiles, the utilities. Kasi meron ka din eh. Meron ding may shields coming in from Aura. Plus again, meron silang Abyssal Trap. So they need to be careful. There you go. Mountain Shocker, they now
ganda ng rotation. Kanina ko pa tinitingnan niya. Hinabol niya lang talaga. Umikot siya, tapos binigla niya. Pauwi na sana yan si Sagit. Hindi niya akalain na kukumit pa rin yung Selena. Pero alam naman natin, no, yung mga recall na malapitan sa kamay ng mga pro player. Alam kasi nila paano kontra niyan. Grabe si Grit. Nag-DL. Round 2 sa may gitna.
bukod doon, Shinbu, kasi pag yun din yung advantage pag may Yishun Shin kang kampi eh. Sasabihin mo lang, ulti ka nga, pulado na yon, nagre-recall. Diba? So hindi ka rin makatakas talaga. So Execration needs to be careful of the global threat na meron ang Aura PH. Aura PH is now playing their game. No? Na yung
parang nagko-collapse yung Execration eh.
Oo nga eh.
Parang kailangan huminga ng Execration dito, they're losing clearly. Pero patuloy pa rin naman yung goal dito ng Aura PH. Tsaka may setup pa rin naman ang panitig doon sa Shoplo. Pero nag-i-snowball talaga JP. Consistent with farming niya. Si Green din, umahakdi na rin yung Selena.
Pwede pa rin silang mag-taste pogi. No? Yeah. Masakit pa rin yung damage output nila. And they have a Masha in their comp. So ganito ang mangyayari. If ever manalo sila sa team fights, easy access to the push. Masha has the Inspire. Di ba bilang natin ulit nakita yung Masha Inspire spell to proc the turbo mashes ng Masha. No pun intended, Shinbu. Ngayon, papasok tayo sa second rotation. May invade na ginagawa ang Aura sa baba. Tinatarget nila si Sagitno. Okay.
Well, they got a very nice catch onto sa Sagitno. Tuloy pa rin yata yung collapse dito ng Exe. They have to be careful on Raflisha. Baka makonektahan siya na duality pero I think that's it. Let's see here for the top lane side. Nagigate bigla kagat na wala. Si Eto Max, man, picks after picks are being done by Aura here.
Yes.
Kailangan umingat ng execration.
This time, Aura na yung nagsiset ng tempo. It's really important talaga yung orange buff na steal ni Benny kanina. Nabigyan pa ng opportunity dito. Sina Green maging aggressive. Shutdown. Okay, shutdown gold. But, look at the system. Aura PH now stealing the mid tower. Men, ang laking bagay na nakuha ni JP dito yung first blood kanina with the purple buff. Kasi, counted as assassin marksman ng isang Asian Shin. And kapag malambot ka, yung searing torrent, it doesn't do anything against the traceless ng isang Asian Shin. And the fact na meron silang diversion Flesha, some can just hold, diba? Matamaan, tapos TP lahat sa likod. Execration, this time they're on defensive mode. Kailangan nilang ma-shoot lahat ng big ultimates nila dahil kung hindi, unti-unti silang napipick off again.
Yeah, and also they need to doing those kind of tago brush technique kasi may hit yung Aura to check it in.
Hindi kaya eh.
Saka taas ng game sense ng Aura na hindi na gumagana yung mga tago-tago brush technique na yan sa totoo lang. Kailangan mo mangisa sa rotation. Sa gitno here, sa gitno is totally getting punish on his own lane. Even Benny Cutie is struggling for this match. Para sa kanila. Hate here was able to secure the buff. Buti na lang. Harit here goes online. Summon force activated para magkabol lamang JP sa may pinakarapan. Kiluwas!
Okay.
Will walk away. Pinashoot na lang mula dito sa perfect match ni Jack.
Ang naramdaman na rin ng execration na dadating si Kiluwas doon.
Okay.
Tugod ng paharap. Good pick para dito sa execration. We have ourselves a ball game now. Hindi ganun kabagal and it seems like Aura is back. Parang naising na sila dito sa series natin na to. Men, ang interesting pala nung matchup nung Valmont at saka nung Tams. Kasi usually Valmont gusto niyang i-utilize yung yung ikot-ikot damage pero kay Luas is just lifesteal technique lang eh. Na hindi makapag-push ngayon yung side lanes ng Exe even though yes, he will go for the kill but that is the threat. There you go.
Yung sa low, yung bato ni Raflesia and now, kayo pa nga lang ginawa yung play na yon and Aura is already lifting. Paano pa kaya kung yun, nakita nyo rin, manifest, di ba? Killing spree, ladies and gentlemen. 4-12 din at kailangan ma-burn ni Kel BJ yung kayang last insanity. The push won't be completed here nila Benny Cutie. Or maybe,
yung canon lang. Even though even though kiliti na lang yung Tori na yan, ang laki pa rin ng tulong niyan.
buhang manga eh.
Buti sana kung nag-deny eh. Hindi nag-deny.
Oo.
Yung pag ganyan, pa-deny mo na yan. para open eh. So, ang laki pa rin tulong niyan. Even though pwede pa yan makahit ng 2 or 4, it negates execration from going in by a second. By 2 or 3 probably. And I think it's still Aura's ball game under control. JP is at 304. Meanwhile, yung dapat niya si Hate, level 11, 112. Pero execration this time ang may 3. So kapag umabot tayo ng late game Shin, kapag umabot tayo sa crucial Lord takes, mas threatening yon. Mas may threat ang execration. Men, again, Aura, kailangan na maging careful. May mash, quick push para sa execute.
Ang bilis. Pinaliit yung damage na pwedeng ibigay ni Kuluwas. Merong execute. At yun, mukhang cute talaga. Sila Benny cute against Eto Max against Kuluwas.
Sabi ni Kuluwas, cute ka pala.
Cute ka pala ito, execute.
Tiniri, oo nga eh. Execute, men, that was 1 on 2. Nagkaroon pa dito ng arrow.
Walang counteran yan ha. Walang counteran yan. Panipuray talaga ni Hate yan. Now goes for Green. Walang taya si Green dito. Pero maulan naman Jackno at lumayo na lamang si Hate. No Zaman Force for that.
No Zaman Force. Pero merong diversion. Diversion TP coming in from Aura PH. Execration holding the line. Benny Cutie now at level 9. Shinbu, what can he do? Naku po. There you go.
Dinis din kay JP dito. Ito na yung pay to the sake na link sa totoo lang.
Bumalik. Binalik. Biglang nag-isip.
Ay, bait to the sick na link. Sorry, bait to the sick na YSS. Kasi tayo sa link ni JP eh. Pero tingnan natin sa gitno dito. Joshua McLean's off top. Eto Max na nahuli na naman. Abyssal Trap. Ikaw comment ko muna kay JP. Bloodwoods, nasaan na yun? Tsaka sa may pinakalikod doon. Perfect match pa gamitin. Fatal links, nasaan na rin? Hindi, na-trace lags na lang. Sa gitno na umahabol dito. Pinagpapanak-panak na lang si Zagitno. Masakit, no? Yan.
Masakit, no?
Sakit.
Parang kahit sa gitno. Aura PH. Man, it is now clear kung sino ang may kalamangan. Finally, nakakita tayo ng ganit game for both of these teams. I'm still having high hopes for Execration to come back from it. Kasi again, ang bilis ng push capability, pero with immortalities on Aura PH side, sabi ng Aura, alam nyo guys, tinang namin ang ulam eh. Pinapakala nyo naman talaga, sabi ng Aura dito. Eto Max, falling for the Abyssal Trap. Baloy, si Lena is in town. Ang gandang mental
Yeah, maganda yung fatal links under the third, pero the damage might be awkward. Kel BJ just been farming cells as he flicker up. Hate is able to get a kill. At least napigilan lang din yung push onto Inhib.
Yeah. Execration doing the best they can to defend this. Pero hindi pa rin natin nakikita yung gusto nilang Zaman Force, Lethal Counter, Fatal Links. Kasi iniisa-isa sila lagi ng Aura. Every time na mapasok sila ng kill, lagi may TP sa likod eh. Kung walang TP, may mana na sasalubong.
Dali talaga yung side lane nila.
Na parang
pareha side lane,
Natalo yung side lane.
Except yun yung na-punish sa gitnong. Hindi naramdaman yung threat ng Balmo. Kaya alam natin, di ba, late game, may strength pa rin yung Balmont on the execute. Pero yung spin to win niya, wala na.
Yeah.
Ako nakikita siya ni JP.
Nakita nga. Naku sa video umikot.
Bam! Ay naku! Oh my God! Audition! Pero gusto na talagang patuloyan si JP dito. That is good from him. 1v3. 1v1. After na huwan ng isa dyan. Pero si Kilua, stall. Relax ka lang. No race na.
Race lang 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Kiluwas. May nangyari. Oo.
Alam mo tol, sa mga hiwa-hiwalay na laban, pwede bumawin dito yung exec eh. Dito sila malakas eh.
Dito sila malakas eh. Comeback pa to, kay Lord ah. Walang red 3, 15 seconds.
Kiluwas.
Alam si Kiluwas. Pag ito talaga nakuha ni Kiluwas.
Ito talaga. Chakno! Chakno! Chakno!
Pag-isri pa para sa Excel. Let's look at the Gillette instant replay. Beautiful Zaman Force combination para kay Hit. Look at the chrono dash para magka-extra proc pa on the shield, and he was able to outplay 3 heroes. Hit making the clutch play for his team to probably come back from deficit. Bulado na ang mga towers.
Pwede yan, men.
Ito ba ay ang kiliti.
Pwede talaga eh.
Aura parang pwede.
Pwede talaga eh. Sige, Benny QD, nangyari sa Pinas, tower dag agad yung nangyari, di naputas. Yung unang torre sa baba. Pero, launch attack, Chakno dito, nag-force ng flicker out.
Yes. XS using the time of the Lord. Hindi makareact ngayon ng Aura PH kasi nakikita ng Aura na may Lord sa bandang top lane, kaya pinipilit nila dito ang bottom side. Kailangan lang huwag sila ma-outplay dahil ayun yung Zaman Force ni paring
Wow, execution! Yeah, time nation fighting between turrets, hindi under the turret. JP na nakagip, butik pa madali na makulit, pero tingnan natin as the peel out is completed by Rapisha. At least may push na nagawa doon sa may bandang baba. Tulad po, katulad pa game 2.
Parang comeback eh. Nakita mo yung full commit ng Execration. They know na may magdedepensa sa Lord. They know na may magpapakitang isa dyan. Could have been sana na si Raplesha yun para may TV. Pero
Panagsayin dito, kaso nandiyan sila. Chakno, mga katibigan. Beautiful fatal links allows for the double kill dito ni Hate. Man,
Chakno is real. Aura PH. Crucial clutch play from Chakno and Hate. Getting 3 heroes. Pangatlong consecutive deaths for Aura PH with a snap. Execration nakabawi kagad. 1k na yung kalamangan ng Execration. The hype is Israel. Look at the Gillette instant replay. Nag-arrow, tinamaan na bait.
Lumapit na Jebetus. Oo, tol,
Jebetus.
real to. Ganda sumagot ni Jackno doon, tol. Tiniktok.
Oo.
Tiniktok yung oray paglapit.
Sabi ni Chapno, never
My heart.
stress eh.
My heart went.
Oo, my heart went, oops, fatal
Oo.
legs from Chapno. And with this, like what we've said, Shinbu, kapag na-land yung ultimate combo na gustong gawin ng execution, dangerous talaga for Aura PH. Wala
Yeah.
silang natural tank in the lineup. Fighters to.
Yeah.
Fighters, Tams, and X-Board. Yes,
Yeah.
siguro kung ng X-Board.
Fighting dreamers.
Fighting Dreamers eh.
Fighting dreamers eh.
Mga ninja eh. Oo eh. Mga ninja,
Naku.
papi eh.
Grabe ito. Init ang laban, guys. Pa 15-minute mark na tayo. Actually, pag inano mo yung items yan, sure, nasa 5 to 6 item na yan. Worth the whole team. Nagpakunat na lang siya sa gitna dito. Ang daming siya pwedeng ipaganyan. May kunat ka talaga pwedeng gawin niya. Nakapwesto naman si Jackno doon.
Very
At
cute eh.
initiate ngayon. Nakispatan lang siya ng arrow.
Hindi nila makita si Benny Cutie. They want to know where Benny Cutie is bago sila lumaban. Alam ng Aura PH na potential bait yun. And this time, nagpakita na si Benny Cutie sa bottom lane. So, Aura now defending this. Nice mountain shocker para kay JP. So, okay, merong konting segundo execution. They know na walang mountain shocker. I think it's time for them to make a move. Kasi this time, lamang na sila. Man, sobrang deserve nitong dalawang teams yung hype na nakikita natin. Ang
Indeed.
ganda ng laban.
Tapos nakakatuwa kasi, alam mo yun, the MPL Season 6, ang dami nag-i-step up. At Benny Cutie, Jackno, eto Max, Zapno, no. Hate, tol. Hate. Michael Pacquiao.
Michael Pacquiao is real eh.
Michael Pacquiao is real eh. True talent. No?
And,
Boy.
tutukan kayo ni Daddy. Ano kayo ni Daddy? Sabi ni
Hate talaga.
Hate talaga, yes. And now, deputy ko na, hindi nila makita pa.
Ladies and gentlemen, at nakita mo si Bak. Buwasak dito si Bak. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Hate is gonna be shut down. The massive play coming in from Raplisha. Pinakamagulang na player sa ML. Sa MPL. Set up by Raplisha. Dead timers are too much. Hindi yun in-expect ng execration. Amat ang pura. At neto nakuha pa yung Lord against Aura.
Pinag-uusapan natin si Hate. At si Hate yung tinarget. Sabi nila, boom pala gasolina. Sinunod nila si Hate.
Nadali na Twitter walk.
Na Twitter mo, cancel YouTube. Ay,
Mabubay si Benny Cutie, mabubuhay din si Eto Max, pero kulang na. And that's it, nakagulang pa. Raplisha na naman with a setup. And they will push RPH to a 2-1 in this series.
Another surprising move happened. Wag mo ML eh. We are electric eh.
Grabe si Raplisha. Tol ang lalanap. Grabe, oh man. What a series. What a series.
Did not expect with a snap diversion doon sa bush. Hindi mo makikita yun, Jin eh. Hindi mo makikita eh.
Hindi mo din expect. Kaya natin in-expect eh.
Probably naka-sense, nakakuha ng sense si Hate. Pero enough yung naging damage ng Aura PH to get, to really get that pick off.
Tol. We haven't seen Raplisha really use it too much. Hindi niya ni-spam yung diversion. Talagang, alam mo yun, nakakapagulat eh. Kasi, alam mo yun, what's going on in the mind of the player, tapos biglang, oo nga pala, may diversion pa.
This is the reason why Aura PH are champions. This is the reason. The Raplisha arrival play, the sneaky play, and this time, the Luigi, ayoko na.
And that is commendable from execration. You know, and you know the best part about our scoring system, actually pag ang mga series guys na natapos ng 2-1-2-1, ang baba lang ng points gap. So,
for Aura, 1 point for Exe.
So, 1 point lang na gap. So, alam mo yun, parang kung pamaton yung Exe, huwag kayong mag-alala. Kung ganito itsura nila, ako, I'm an Exe fan. I feel confident right now about Exe. And Aura, alam mo yung mga champions na akala mo nagsasanay ka, nakikita mo ang boring na yan, champion yan. Hindi. Yung Aura nakakapalo.
Talagang ratings no? Guys, kung ikaw ay nanonood ngayon at gusto mong masurpresa, no? I think Aura is one team na kailangan mo talagang panoorin. These guys, their motto is to enjoy every game, and they did. Ladies and gentlemen, isa pong karangalan makapagbigay sa inyo na magandang laban. Ako po ang inyong naging analyst for today. Ako si Manjin.
At syempre, aking partner, ako naman si Shibu naman, para yung naging anchor at kami ang Manjin Food Tandem. Let's see the insights coming in mula dito sa ating resident analyst. Walang iba.
Are you game to be great? Now you can with the new Smart Giga Games 99. Get 1 gig data all day, every day for mobile legends and more. Game to be great with Smart Giga Games 99.
The way you life depends on the network you choose. Your movies, music, and games can only be as good as your network speed and strength. Slow means game over. But the Philippines' fastest mobile data network means game changing. Choose the network that gives you what you truly enjoy. How do you know about this Giga Life? Simple and smart ako.
Are you not entertained? Yan ang tanong ng parehas na teams natin. Not only the winners on the pitch, but also the challengers. EXECRATION. We've already hyped this matchup. Over the week, the uncrowned versus the crowned. Crown Kings, of course, RMH, back-to-back champions in full championship form. Pero yung EXECRATION, nagpakita naman ng kanilang challenger antics in this specific game. And sobrang ganda ng ating laban. My name is Wolf, the resident analyst. One last time sa huling laban natin in today, it's a victory para sa Aura PH. And interesting din kasi, hindi naman ito yung mga klase ng draft na sasabihin mo, automatic panalo na yung Aura. In fact, ang EXECRATION ang tulad na ito dito with many layers, of course. Yung Atlas na bibigay mo kay Chapto, solid. Also have that match siya, ninakaw mo sa Aura PH kasi ayaw mo makita sila with the Tamps plus Damasha combo. Ayaw mo na ibigay. Then, meron kang Balmond. Bakit na ba yung Balmond? Yes, absolutely. Balmond is valid in the meta. Makes sense against export as well as the Tamps. It's good. Now, Harith, hindi ng EXECRATION. I think that at a certain point in the game, sa mid-game natin, around 8 minutes, you felt how strong hate is with this specific Harith na carry for EXECRATION. Lots of teamfight potential and a lot of pick-off as well. Objectives, ang ganda rin na nakuha nila. So, the story of the game started with good Aura start, I would say, dahil hindi sila nag-tank, which kind of meant that although they don't have that tank ability, ang taas ng kanilang damage output through the Selena, Louis, double mage support setup from Aura PH means that stun lang ng isa to now. And then you also have this weird synergy that if there's someone na naman ng mana, season chain, whatever he is from the map, meron siyang ambag dun sa cuffs or the skirmishes. So, may sense din itong lineup ng Aura PH. Kaya nga lang, hindi ganun kadaling i-execute. Lalong-lalo na kung hindi ka sanay. I think that not all teams can do this. Aura PH is a championship team. We can see kung gano'n sila kalupit. Alright, so story of the breaks of the game, mga kaibigan. EXECRATION lang din talaga from the mid-game. 6 minutes in, I like the diversion usages of Reflection, by the way. At syempre may game-winning diversion mamaya. But this specifically is good para makakuha ng farm in JP. On Yeez and Shin, with the execute, by the way, I like how they use this. Ito yung way nila para nga naman mamatay yung mga tanky heroes from EXECRATION using that execute. By the way, I like how Execration uses their ultimates not really served against kahit isa lang yung kalaban din, right? Laura PH, certain are leading. Pero nakabalik yung Execration by the 10-minute mark because, of course, the company they have, the Zaman Force as well as this Fatal Links, taas na kanilang engagement potential, I would say. Kasi meron silang way to start fights, meron silang Balmond na pwede bumaba dyan to soak damage and all that jazz. Tapos meron kang napakagandang napakalupit na galawan from the Havoc. This is such a winning play already from Execration. And kind of wonder, ano nga ba yung approach ng isang championship team? By the way, nice bait from Execration. Anyway, ano nga ba yung approach ng isang champion team like Aura PH in this specific moment na lugi na sila when it comes to the gold, nakabawi Execration, tapos meron pang Lord Take. That diversion is the answer. Gulat mo yung kalaban and honestly, where is Atlas at all? It's like, wala na siyang magagawa because it's already over. The fight is already over when he found the angle to use his ultimate. And even the Balmond masyadong malayo sa laban. You don't do that at all. I mean, Atlas survived because hindi na siya pinansin ng Aura PH, but that was a diversion that only champions, championship teams, let's say, can execute. Well done, coming out from our back-to-back defending champions, Aura PH. And I like what the caster said earlier. Siguro, Aura PH lang yung natatanging champion all throughout the MPL, story of MPL, na dominant even after being champions. And that is very scary. Smart MVP of the game is JP with the Yisan Shin. But I know what you're thinking right now. Ikaw na nanonood, alam mo na talagang nagpapanalo ng laban na to ay ang overall na timpla or pagbibigayan ng ating mga players coming out from Aura PH. One thing that I would want to leave nga lang for my analysis is I don't think that Aura PH will be looking as good. Hindi sila ganun kaganda tignan in a specific game if Execration did not fight. And I'm not saying this just to sugarcoat the performance of Execration. This is true. The way that Execration managed and fought against Aura PH all throughout the series is very much commendable. After game number 1's loss against that very cheeky-deaky play, ginawa nila, ban it out, solidify their sightings, win game number 2, force game 3, and mag-perform na malapit sa game number 3. Aura PH, talagang na-challenge sila ng mga challenger ngayon. I think I'm gonna echo what the caster said earlier. If you're a fan of Execration, do not fret. They are in a good trajectory heading to MPL Season 6. Now, syempre, Aura PH will celebrate this 2-1 victory. Probably ma-fix or may konting gawin about that specific na strategy coming out from Aura PH. A very game-breaking one. Just want to say, if you're wondering kung ano ba yung nangyari doon, basically after a death streak of 8 at wala kang kills, you don't give away any gold to your opponents even if they kill you. And you think it's the perfect one, you utilize that. I'm not sure if you're still allowed. If it's gonna be allowed in the coming games, one thing's for sure, Aura PH, the way that they introduce themselves once again para sa MPL Season 6, kung paano po sila nagpakilala, they are the game changers din talaga. This has been day 2 of week number 1 of MPL Season 6. And what did we say kahapon? This is gonna be the best, by far, season of MPL. And I think that just by day 2, nakita na natin kung gaano na malapit at kainit. Mga kaibigan, MPL Season 6 is brought to us by our official tournament telco partner, Smart. Forge stronger bonds with your team as you conquered Battlefield with Smart Giga Games. Enjoy 1 GB of games all day for Mobile Legends, Facebook Gaming, and more. Just dial *123# now and choose Giga Games. MPL Season 6 also brought to us by official sponsor Realme. Realme is celebrating their first Realme Fan Fest, then #DareToBeRealme campaign. Visit their official page at fb.com/RealmePhilippines to know more. We also would like to thank our official sponsor, Gillette. Get up to 50 diamonds with every purchase of Gillette's Mach 3 Razor, Vector 3 Razor, or the Blue Things of 4 in select Pure Gold doors nationwide. #Shave the Day with Gillette. We would like to thank our partner in esports, PayMaya. Get 7% magbayad when you purchase your gaming needs via PayMaya, a better way to pay. Promo runs until August 31. Also, big thanks our partner in esports, TikTok. Search MLBB on TikTok to win premium skins. Napadali lang, search ko lang MLBB sa TikTok para manalo ng premium skins. Also, ML Season 6, our official gaming headset partner, Logitech G, gear like a pro, organized all and powered by Moon. Mga kaibigan, on behalf of our co-casters and browser Shingo, sila Manjin, Butters, and Rockhart, my name is Wolf. We are now signing off again. Good game and good night. Enjoy this break by looking at the top 5 plays in one of the series. GG's, everyone.
When uncertainty isn't our reality, we rise above with things that matter. Gigify happiness. Gigify love. Gigify friendship. Gigify dreams. Gigify hope. With smart Giga music, video, games, work, and stories, we let our passions run free in the new world we face together. Smart, live Giga.
any smartphone. Dare to leap.
Realme Watch. Time to be smarter. Realme Dare to Leap.
Kaya, don't pay cash.
You've got me on the edge.
Legit, right? Not quite. Just like your disposable razor. It's time to switch your disposable for your legit first shave, so you can be every bit legit. Gillette Mac 3.
Less irritation. Switch.
Gillette Mac 3.